One of the most important things you can do to make local search marketing work for you is to build a stellar reputation on the internet. And the way to do that is to get tons of positive reviews from your happy customers. Now, in order to do that, you have to provide great service and you have to make it really easy for them to get to this page where they can review you. The problem is Google does not make it easy for you to get to this page. Let me give you an example. I just did a search for Post-Tech Appliance Services, Naples, Florida, and this is what came up in the address bar. Now notice Google is indicating in the address bar that I'm using Safari, that I typed in Post-Tech Appliance Services, Naples, Florida, and it has all kinds of other information that is completely not necessary. Now the problem is two things. This link is so big, it's not going to, you're not going to be able to send it in an email effectively. And secondly, even if you do, there's a very good chance people are not actually going to get to this page if this is the link you give them. I want to show you how to get the right link, and it is a little more tricky than just step one, so stay with me. So here's what I want to do. Once I'm on a place page, I want you to go up here to the top right and notice where it says sign in. Now this indicates that I'm currently signed out of my account. You absolutely, positively, 100% of the time want to be signed out when you do this exercise. Because if you're signed into your account and you try to get a link, when you send that to somebody, they're not going to see what you think they're going to see. You can type that link in all day and you're going to see exactly this page because you're signed in. They're not, because they don't have your account information. So make sure you are signed out. And the way to do that is if you see sign in, that means you're signed out. The next thing I want you to notice is this little link right here. So click on that link when you're signed out and you will see this link right here. And Google seems to indicate send this link to people and they're going to be able to find your page. Well, that's not always true either. So what I did is I came down here, I copied that link and I pasted it right here to my little notepad, and here's the link that Google provided in that link right there. Now notice it is still pretty darn long. It still has some information that's not necessary. So I'm going to shorten this link, and everything after the place question mark all the way up to the beginning of CID, I'm going to delete this information, and here's what's left right here. You should have a link that looks something like this. So let me copy that link. We're going to go back to the place page. I'm going to paste that link up in the address bar, and I'm going to refresh this page, and let's see what happens. Sure enough, this is the page I want to send people to. This link will work all the time. Now, when I say all the time, Google could certainly change everything they do and it may not work. So you need to test your links frequently. But this link right here is the one that is most likely to get through most of the time. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come down here to the review section. And here we go. This is the local search marketing worksheet for customer reviews. And right here under Google, I'm going to go ahead and paste that review page right there. Now, the username and password, and of course, I'm not going to show you post-text username and password, but you notice on the very couple of first pages when we got our Google account, that information pre-populates down here as well. So if you've gotten your account already, you should see your account information here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look for another review site. Now, this is an interesting thing, and the second review site you get is important, and I want to show you why. So over here, I did a search for Appliance Repair Naples, Florida, and what I want to see is what other sites are people reviewing appliance companies in Naples, Florida. Now, you're going to find if you're an appliance company in Atlanta, the results are very different than they are as an appliance company in Naples. You're going to find if you're a rental car company in Naples, the results are going to be very different than if you're an appliance company in Naples. So let's look at these results, and I want you to notice a couple of things. First of all, currently, Google is only showing the reviews, 6 reviews, 4.5-star rating. These are only reviews on Google. So this person has 6 reviews on Google. This one has 5 reviews, which average 3 stars. But as you come down here, notice that they have Dex Knows. They have 5 reviews on Dex Knows for this company and 2 on Arizona Highways, which I don't understand. This one has an additional 2 on Dex Knows. Let's come down here. And here's another one with 3 reviews on Dex Knows. Now, if I were trying to build my reputation as an appliance repair company in Naples, Florida, the next site I would look to get reviews on is Dex Knows. Now, we've not had an opportunity to get PostTech Appliance in Naples on DexKnows yet. We will. But what I want to show you is an alternative to that. So in this case, I typed in PostTech Appliance Services Naples, and I see that we are located, I say we, that PostTech is located on superpages.com. So I'm going to click on that review page. And here's their listing on Superpages, which is really great. Now notice up here it says sign in. That's great. I don't want to be signed in when I get this review information. So this is the page I want to send people to if I send them to Superpages. So I'm going to go up here to the top. I'm going to grab that address right there. I'm going to copy it. Now notice this is very different from Google. Google has all this extraneous information. Most of the other sites do not. Then I'm going to come down here to the review pages, and let's scroll down. You'll notice here I've got stuff for DexKnows. These are some of the big ones, but I don't see Superpages yet. I don't see them. So here we go. We've got review site number 1, and this is where I've given you an opportunity to put up to, I think, 6 or 7 additional sites. So I'm going to type in Superpages. I've not claimed my business on Superpages yet. It's been aggregated from some other source. So eventually I'm going to go back and claim it and get a username and password so that I can update the information. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the link to that review site right there. That's pretty sweet. Now, here's what I'm going to do next. Let's go back up here to Universal Business Listing. And you'll see that Universal Business Listing asks for 2 review sites. Well, the first and most important one is Google. So I want to come down here to my Google review page, which I put in right here. And let's go ahead and copy that. And I'm going to go back up to Universal Business Listing. Whoops. And I'm going to paste that review information right there. Because the single most important site I want people to review my business, and the same is true with you, probably is on Google. So I'm going to provide Universal Business Listing with that listing. Your second site depends on your industry. I just discovered that it's DexKnows in Naples, Florida as an appliance repair person. But you need to look at who are the people in the top position for your keyword and look at where most of those reviews are coming from. So that is how you get your review links. And this is where you're going to put them for Universal Business Listing. And remember, they're going to send these links out to hundreds of different places. Do not put this link in here and send it to UBL until you've had a chance to test this link on different computers, on different operating systems. Have your friends test it, because if it doesn't work, it may work on your computer, but if it doesn't work on everybody else's, you won't know that until it's too late. Universal Business Listing has sent it out. That's why I encourage you, once you do this, test, and this is one of the problems a lot of people have with this. They don't understand it. Now you do, and you're going to be miles ahead of your competition.